I put my lifetime in between the paper's lines. Real hip hop.
All right, y'all already know what it is, man. Some Dude Pod, episode 44. I go by the name of Mike B alongside my co-host. He goes by the name of JR Bang. If you are listening right now, we are available Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, man.
Anywhere you can listen to a podcast at, Some Dude Pod is available. Brought to you by the What Digital. Yeah, and if you're on Apple Podcasts right now listening to us, be sure to drop that review. You can rate us as well. Give us 5 stars, give us 1 star, give us 2, 3, whatever you feel, let us know how we're doing. Yeah, get involved in the conversation on social media. Use the hashtag SomeDudePod. Join the group on Facebook, hashtag SomeDudePod, and follow us on IG at SomeDudePod.
Oh, wait
Bang.
a minute.
What's good? What just happened, Bang?
Well, nothing that happened. I was just looking at this picture from nigga Brian. And the news is on, ABC News is on 79th and Cottage, and that shit empty. Never seen that shit before.
What you mean? Like, the news is out there right now? They trying to report something?
Yeah, they reporting, but ain't nobody on the street.
It's 8 in the morning.
Yeah, nigga, it's always somebody on 79th.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's always somebody on 79th, especially when the camera crew is around.
Well, the curfew is in effect in Chicago, so the curfew actually rose to 6 a.m.
So okay, so what's up with the curfew?
The curfew is 9. Okay, last week after the looting and the rioting and everything got out of control in the city, I think Lori set it up on last Sunday that a curfew will be in effect, and it actually starts at 9 p.m. and it goes through till 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you're outside, if you're outside and you're not essential or whatever like that, they probably gonna give you a ticket or arrest you or whatever.
Word.
So I don't know if that's what it was. Yeah, so that's still in effect. Now, are niggas abiding by the curfew? I don't know, but I mean, I would just assume that it might be empty outside right now because niggas in the crib. So I don't know. But but people still out here protesting and stuff like that. The protesters have actually been very peaceful this week. A lot of peaceful protests. I think the looting and everything has really died down. I think the last bullshit that actually hit the city was the bullshit with the Mexicans and, what I'm saying, the blacks and everything like that. Well, I mean, I don't really know. It's a lot of speculations about that shit and what was actually going down as far as what was going on. I heard stories that the blacks were, people who were rioting. I'm not even going to say the blacks. We're just going to say people that were looting.
Because you sound racist as fuck.
Let me flip it. Let me say the people that's rioting or looting were hitting up the areas where the Mexicans reside. Mexicans normally, it's like you got the Cicero area and then you got the Berwyn area.
So what's going on with that?
Okay, so there's speculations, rumors, things going around that that there were looting taking place in those areas, and I'm not sure if the Mexicans in that area, they were protecting their shit, and I heard rumors that they were protecting their shit. I've also heard rumors that they were just on bullshit as far as if black people are riding through the areas that they snatching people out their cars, blocking them in, fuck that Black Lives Matter shit. I don't know. This is all speculations and rumors though, Bang. So, but after all of that shit died down as well, I seen a couple of my homies go to that area over there. What I'm saying, they did peaceful protesting with the Mexicans. Looked like they was calling it a truce. I don't know. That's pretty much what I heard though. But what I'm gonna say to that though is, if the looting was taking place and black people were over there looting in the Mexican areas, and the Mexicans were protecting their shit, they have every right to do so.
Okay.
Every action, there's a reaction. So you go over there, like every business is not going, you know what I'm saying, try to protect their shit. Some businesses might just say, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Some businesses might not even be open or around when you actually over there trying to loot through their shit. Now, if the Mexicans are over there and y'all try to roll up on them, you know what I'm saying, and they're there to protect their shit, be prepared to you know what I'm saying, to face whatever consequences that's gonna happen. They have every right to protect their shit. Now, where we draw the line is that motherfucking, we hearing that the Mexicans fucking with innocent people, fucking with, you know what I'm saying. Now that's fucked up. Now I'm not sure how accurate that is though. Who was that? Landon?
Yeah. Hey, Landon.
Shout out to Landon.
Landon hasn't made an appearance in a while.
I know.
He hasn't made an appearance in a while.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to open doors and stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah,
it is on now.
All right, so
but yeah, that's pretty much what it is though. Like,
so Mexican part, right?
Yeah.
Mexican and Puerto Rican part. Mm-hmm. Fuck y'all expect, Mike? I don't go to the little village of Pilsen unless I'm invited. That's with anything going on.
And that has always been a thing with me. Like, what I've seen, the only time I've been over there to the Cicero area was to buy shoes.
I'm not even look.
It used to be a spot over there in that area, like on 26th and Cicero, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to get the wrong location, but in that area, yo, like, I've been over there, and it used to be a shoe store over there that me and my homie, we used to go to, and we used to cop shoes from over there. That's the only time I've ever been in that area. Now, I've been in the Berwyn area. A lot of Mexicans stay in the Berwyn area, but black people stay in the Berwyn area too, though. So
Mike, I'm just gonna break it down like this, because you talking about Cicero too. So
yeah.
So let's go with Cicero first.
Okay. All
right. There's nothing for me in Cicero but Mexican food.
Well, bang.
Wait.
We do love some Latino women, no?
No, I do. I'm not going over there though.
You ain't going over there get no back in the day. You know no. Yeah.
Nah, I did once.
Okay.
And
is it worth the risk?
Nah, I mean nothing's worth. I can go. We can have a whole episode on me risking my life for pussy. Not knowing that I was risking my life.
Okay.
Cause that's what it is. Like, sometimes you go up in that area and you don't really necessarily know that you're risking your life for some pussy.
Absolutely.
Okay. It was this one chick. It's always Black Planet, you know. This is one, I don't know if she was Filipino, Mexican, Puerto Rican, I don't know. And my wife is gonna hear this story on the pod if she listens, and she's gonna be like, "See, you was a hoe." I'm like, no, I wasn't really a hoe. I didn't invite myself here. She did. So she lived in Cicero. Now, one of the homies lived in Cicero before, so it wasn't like I wasn't necessarily going to Cicero ever, because I have, but I wasn't spending that much of time, and I wasn't going over there when it was dark either. In this case, I did. And I went over there, and she had friends in the crib, so she's just like, I'm gonna come outside in the car. So she's in the car, we talking. This was the first time I met her too. But I vetted the situation before I even went over there. I vetted, found out some shit. Nah, I'm good. She played with herself in the car. Yeah, she said she squirted, and I was like, I'll prove it.
Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right now. That's how we coming. All right, bet.
Honestly, keep it a buck. I ain't need shit else after that.
Okay. I ain't mad at you.
I did. I did not need anything else after that. There was no reason why, you know. Everything was cool after that. It's like,
yeah,
I don't need anything.
Good.
Okay. You know, but while she was doing that in the car, you know, it was people that was driving past and they saw a nigga in the car with a Latino woman. And I was like, yeah, that's part of the reason why I was like, I'm good after that. Because after the third time, Might not even be a third time, but they did it twice. That third time, all bets are off.
All bets are off, yeah.
So she got out the car and left, and I never went back over there again.
Okay.
One, I was like, all right, I'm cool. And the other part of it is that, you realize that you do some shit, and you're like, it wasn't worth it. Mm-hmm. And Cicero is just one of those areas where it's like, it ain't worth it. Cicero was one of those areas. Pilsen, little village. Matter of fact, let's go to Pilsen first. I remember being in the Pilsen neighborhood because my mother's cousin, his car had stopped on him. Mm-hmm. And he called my father. He was like, yo, I know you close by. I need your help. I'm like, you need my help? For what? He was like, car broke down. So my father's like, yo, you coming with me? Now, he don't know. But I do. Mm-hmm. I said, fuck. Oh, boy. You sure? Mm-hmm. What you mean, gangs, man? Them Hispanics don't like us over there, fam, unless we invited. Mm-hmm. I don't feel comfortable, man. We went over there. Lord Jesus. Driving past looking at us, bro. Mm-hmm. I was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. I'm going to stay in the car. That's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Because I'm nervous right now. I am real nervous right now. Because I don't know what's going on right here, right now. I don't know. All I know is that they looking at us. They like, yo, what are you doing over here? I'm like, fuck. Now, my homie stay on 26 in Kaminsky. Shouts out to my homie Francisco. Bash Brothers, we worked at Best Buy for years, North Riverside. If it was any issues going on, they used to call us up, help them out, all that shit. We ain't even work in loss prevention. Yeah. But they knew we was with the shits. Okay. He was having a birthday party.
Yo, do all Mexicans do loss prevention?
I don't know.
Target.
Yeah,
anytime
but
I see a motherfucker, y'all like,
it's like they stereotype. Put the motherfuckers in loss prevention, but he wasn't.
Fucking tired.
We was both in the appliance department. And what's funny is me and Francisco met each other because I wasn't even in appliances yet. Mm-hmm. I was working in the warehouse, and he was in appliances. But the way he started off is he'd help out on like truck nights. Yeah. Right. So we used to wrestle before the truck kick off. Mm-hmm. And shit, we saw each other. We was like, nah. We sized each other up like, nigga, what's good? Mm-hmm. And we wrestled. He got me once. I got him once. We was the best friends after that.
Okay.
But he was like, yo, you gotta come to my birthday party. My folks want you to come. All that shit. I was gonna come because I had a crush on his sister.
Okay.
So if you listen to this, I had a crush on his sister. So I'm like, shit, hell yeah. Shit, Claudia gonna be there? All right, cool, bad, I'm there. But just let them know me and my cousin coming. Oh, no, man, you good? I said, nah. I don't let them know. I had a Taurus at the time. I said, let them know. Black Taurus. I said, let them know. Because I don't want to drive up. And niggas,
we don't want no surprises when you pull up, goddammit.
Motherfuckers
looking at you like, why you? What's up with this guy? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no surprises.
Yeah,
go ahead.
None. And yeah, I'm a love.
You shook?
I ain't shook. I'm just like, let the niggas know. So we drive up, park. Get in the gate. 3, like I see him. Yo, what's good? See a sister. Hey, give me a hug. Mm-hmm. It's 3 Mexicans. Mm-hmm. This by the grill. That's sizing me and my cousin up. One of them got tats all on his face. Now I ain't worried, but I'm ready for anything.
Okay.
So. Me, hey, what up, Nick? And they looking. I said, man, Francisco, you ain't tell your niggas. He's like, yeah, oh shit. Hey, yo, this is my boy. The boy I would tell you at work at Best Buy, he was coming through. Oh, hey, my dog's going on, hey. Now them niggas is cool. I said, see? Yeah. He was like, yeah, you right. Like, but you good. Gee, when I tell you we had the best party, we was lit, fam. Like, we was lit. I'm talking about his family, who I've always been cool with, his moms. You know, hey, go see, I'm fat. So me and my cousin Big, so they bring us straight to the carne asada, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and eat. We like, no, go eat. If you don't eat when they want you to eat, it's disrespectful. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and eat this taco. Oh shit, put the lime on that bitch. Oh, this shit fire. Nigga, what a tequila at? Now we drunk.
Yeah.
He had some of my old music. So he played that shit. And one of his homies was like, hey, we was love that song. He was like, that's him right there. He's like, oh shit, that's you. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta, okay. Yeah, that's me, yeah. He's like, yeah, yo, that song's cool, all that shit. So I'm like, all right. So now we drunk.
Yeah.
And me and my cousin, we drunk as hell. We slap to the point where we dance to the Mexican music. We boom, 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 boom. We dancing to that shit. And trying to sing the songs. We drunk, man. All of a sudden we had bop bop. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga shooting? All right, fat. Bad. Boom, 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 boom. We don't get no fucks. We dance. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, Francisco, we good? He was like, yeah, the police come, they just gonna be looking for some dirty Mexicans. So y'all good. All right, bet. We shake up with everybody. Everybody like, man, y'all some cool niggas. Y'all good. Y'all can come around whenever y'all want to. I'm like, nah, but nah.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate
the invite, though. Shit, we drive off, the police right there. We look at the police. Now, mind you, we're drunk. We look at the police look at us like, what the fuck are y'all doing over here? He's like, hey, officer. Drove off. Turns out that one of the niggas in the party shot a nigga because he thought he was trying to break in his car. I was like, yeah, sounds like right. Sounds like dude wasn't playing no games. So I'm glad he knew I was coming.
Yeah.
Because very well could have been us if he didn't know who the fuck we was.
Right.
If he didn't know I was out here rapping. Yeah. It was also kind of like an incident where I went to a party in Cicero with coworkers and shit. And I ain't feel comfortable. In Cicero.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, people, that's just some neighborhoods that I'm just not going. And Cicero, unless I got to. Cicero is one of them. I get away with Berwyn, but Cicero is one of them. Fucking Little Village, Pilsen, Humboldt Park. Like, I don't know no nigga who had a good time going through Humboldt Park unless they knew him.
I've been to Humboldt Park. I mean, I've actually played softball in Humboldt Park.
But, okay, you played softball. You had a reason.
Yeah.
And they know y'all niggas play softballs. It's like, But we talked about last episode, niggas go past ninth. My same cousin, I never forget, was going to Walter Luther. And I was staying on St. Charles at the time. And this nigga knocks on my door. Doom, 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 doom. Who the fuck is this? It's him. Hey, man, hide my bike, fam. Take my bike. For what? Motherfucking Mexicans, man. I'm like, shit, we about to go outside. So we go outside. Police pull up. Boo! The fuck? Niggas a Mexican in the back seat crying. He hit me in the eye. It was him. Like, what the fuck just happened? Turns out there was like 6 Mexicans that tried to jump him on his bike, and he hit one of them motherfuckers in the eye with a damn lock. Yeah. And sped off on their ass.
As he should have.
What the fuck, fam? Like, but he go to Walter right there. You mean tell me they pulled up on his ass that quick? Some shits, man, and some places, man, that them niggas gonna try you.
Yeah.
They gonna throw down every gang. Them niggas gonna throw down gangs and shit, G. Like, They don't throw down gangs like Price is Right when you hit the wheel. Well, matter of fact, nah, Pressure Luck. You know, the whammies and shit.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, them Mexicans, when it comes to gangs in Chicago. When they see you, it's like, them motherfuckers over there. Big GD, and on there, that big GD, and stop. Ooh. The thing is if you watch Pressure Luck, it's only one piece. There's only one block where the whammy, the little brown thing, is gonna be at. The whole shit is whammies for a Mexican.
Yeah.
And if you just hit on one of them, like everyone but one is a whammy. Because they think everybody's a GD for some reason. So they just waiting for you to press your luck. And stop. Knew you was a GD fan. Who said I was a GD fan? What you talking about? Hey, yo, my dog GD over here. Hey, GDK, like, yo, whoa. Nigga, I work. I just got off the goddamn pace bus. I got on a suit and tie. It fits. I'm not even coming from court. Nigga, I just took the L and got on the... what y'all talking about? No, you GD, bro. How am I GD? Like, I don't even have on GD colors right now. No, that's how they think. Yeah. You know this. I know this. Everybody's a fucking GD to them niggas. So, when it's shit like this, there's two things that I thought about. One, them niggas don't want us over there anyway. And I got a call from one of the homies was like, they broke in that Best Buy over there. They got a van. They got a U-Haul truck. They just going up the shit, breaking up shit. So to keep it a buck, it's going to be some stupid niggas that try to go up in some neighborhoods they don't belong in, try to do stupid shit. Now, also, it's going to be stupid motherfuckers on their part that's going to take it upon themselves. Like, we kill a nigga tonight. We can. Oh, shit. It's all bets are off. The motherfuckers is looting, they protesting. We got an excuse to kill a nigga.
That's what I said. Every action is a reaction. You go over there fucking with they shit. You don't. They have every right to protect they shit.
Yeah, but it's also gonna be people who just driving through who don't know no better.
Yep.
That them niggas is just gonna attack, and apparently in some cases it was, and that shit's wrong.
Yep.
That shit's wrong as fuck, and I'm glad. What you was about to say?
No, because I've heard, because it was different stories. It was a lot of different stories that was circulating around. Like, they was blocking cars in. They was snatching people out of cars. I seen this one. Did you see the Instagram live from the lady that worked for the CTA? She worked for the CTA. She said that she worked for the pink line, and she said she said she lived in that area and everything, and she said she had to get escorted out of the area where they was about to snatch her up at. Yeah. Like the police had to escort her out. Like this shit was crazy, fam.
Yeah, because for some niggas it's okay. It's like the purge.
Yep.
Niggas took that shit like the purge. That's why. Today we could just fuck niggas up.
Yeah.
Now it was good seeing people go to them neighborhoods. And talk to niggas like Bo Deal. I saw Bo Deal in them neighborhoods and shit. I saw the nigga with the horse.
Yeah.
The nigga with the horse slid through on niggas. So it was good seeing that shit. But I would start seeing posts about, black and browns need to go together. Nigga. Very rarely do I see black and brown people get along.
Bro, the black and brown beef has been a thing for a long ass time. Long ass time. That shit's been like since the 80s. That shit has been depicted in movies. That shit is a real thing. Like I've seen that shit. I went to high school. In high school, bro. I mean, I played sports with some of the Mexicans. Some of the Mexicans got cool. I lived over on 5th and Lake. Literally on the corner of 5th and Lake. That's Mexican town. Yeah. I've seen this shit firsthand. Like if you really not sure that Mexicans actually do fuck with black people while they're riding down their block in the cars, I've seen that shit firsthand. Not happening. The shit has never happened to me before, but I've seen it. I've literally rolled down Lake Street and car in front of me with black people in the car. I've seen Mexicans walk up to their car. Motherfuckers like let their window down, like thinking the Mexicans want to have a conversation with them. No, Mexicans just go give a motherfucker a 2-piece right there in the passenger seat, just for no fucking reason.
No reason.
No reason at all. Like, I've seen that shit, Joe. That shit is real. Like, and that shit is still real to this day. I don't know why it's like that.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
But it's
I might be wrong. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong, but it's a couple of things here, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And this is not to all. I don't want no Hispanic listen to this podcast being like fuck bang today. It's just what I seen, and it ain't necessarily from y'all. It's from some people. One is jealousy.
Jealous because of what?
I don't know. I think it could be because of stature. It could be because of the way culture is looked at.
I always thought it might have just been jealousy because we take they bitches or vice versa.
They
take our bitches too. Okay,
that was next.
Ahead.
Like, nobody. Look, just like with white people. Like, white people don't want us going up in their neighborhoods fucking they bitch.
Yep.
And Mexicans don't want that shit too. Oh, you fucking with Negro, you know.
And that's a thing. And
that
has been it's always been a thing. In high school, like, man, we fucking they bitches, they was fucking our bitches.
Yeah, like
vice versa. It was a thing.
I went to Prosser. Was there Mexican women that I saw that I was like, yo, I'll fuck? Yes. Yeah. Did I fuck them? No. Because it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all. Like, first of all, I'm not shitting where I eat. Second of all, I don't want none of these niggas try to, have a little conversation with Maria, and Maria be like, no, with him. It's like, oh, Vato, you what? You trying to, no, fuck that. And mind you, I had people that was Hispanic that I was cool with, that I played football with. I know that they grew up around niggas just like some of them grew up around Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and all that shit. Yep. Them the good ones, them the cool ones. But some of them niggas, especially if they gang affiliated, they don't want no GD fucking with their girl, with their sister.
Yeah. That's real. It's a real thing.
Hey, Flora. Flora, how's it gonna look if I'm a Latin king and you fucking a GD? He's not a GD. He's a four-corner hustler. GD, four-corner hustler, they all the same shit. Mm-hmm. It's all the same shit.
It's all the same to them.
Hey, what about Paco? You can't fuck Paco. Hey, Paco ain't shit. He's not shit, Johnny. Like, it's a fucking movie, ladies and gentlemen. He's not shit, Johnny. He's not going anywhere in life. Oh, no, fuck that shit. You're going on a date with Paco today. Yes, that shit happens in real life, ladies and gentlemen. Hell, we saw the shit play out on, what was that, next Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that was a comedy. Yep. But that shit's true than a motherfucker.
It happens, though. Because
sometimes Mexicans come in your neighborhood and they just think they run the shit. Yeah. That shit has been historic. That's historic. Nigga, we was on Zoom when we was on Zoom with niggas. I was on Zoom niggas I went to high school with. We talked about how when we played football, niggas wasn't trying to be outside of Prosser after practice. No, we going home. Nigga, I didn't even leave. I didn't even change clothes, nigga. Yeah. I put my fucking helmet and my shoulder pads and went home in my football uniform. Fuck that. Mm-hmm. I'm out, nigga. I'm not wasting no time. Where you going? Walk to the bus. Bye.
Yeah.
Cause I don't trust them niggas in their neighborhood. I ain't got nobody over there. Mm-hmm. I gotta call some. Hey man, I'm stuck over here on fucking Fullerton and Long. Why? Mm-hmm. First thing, why are you over there? Nigga, I go to Prosser, fam. It's just right there.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I'm sorry. So now that's not taking into account the motherfuckers that just don't fuck shit. Period. Because them niggas just gonna be on fuck shit. Period. And if they see us when they feel it's like purge time, because that's what it seemed like that day was. I think it was only one thing that I paid attention to on social. I don't know if that really happened or not. I don't know if it was there or not. But somebody impaled the nigga with a pole. I don't know if they were just using that to say some shit or what.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit, I was like, oh.
But as far as like, you know, like the looting and whatever, like the situations that's going on in the streets, like that's pretty much the last of the unpeaceful shit. You know what I'm saying? So just to like end this shit, but like anything like that was the last looting situations or whatever that I've heard about that's happened in the city over the past week. So that was it though. I know I wanted to touch on that shit a little bit though because that shit was crazy, and that shit literally happened like literally after we finished last week's episode.
Yeah, like it went down. All last week was. It just seemed like last week seemed like a movie. I mean, ain't a lot of sports. Everything sports wise is tied to either this shit or COVID.
Yep.
So like the NBA come back, and I know we gonna talk about that shit because we got to break down that shit and how Michael Jordan is influential as fuck.
Mike came through at the buzzer.
Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't going to Charlotte. That's fucked up. And it's not Mike's fault, ladies and gentlemen. It's just Charlotte.
Yeah.
And the money too. But anyway, like.
But yeah, Bang. But it's been peaceful. But it's been peaceful this week though in the shot.
Oh, okay. In the
peaceful
shot.
Peaceful protests have been going on in the shot. So in the city, it's been pretty good. They had a lot of protesters yesterday.
Come on, Mike. It wasn't all peaceful.
I seen peaceful protesting. That's all I seen.
I'm saying you seen peaceful protesting, but we have seen this week motherfuckers burn shit down. Still.
Well, yeah, we saw it, yeah, but I haven't.
Cars and niggas foot working on police trucks.
Well, that was last weekend. We saw that.
I know, but the shit's still going on. It was still going on. It got more peaceful than bullshit.
Yeah, it's more peaceful.
But shit, motherfucker, it was this week when motherfucker Donald Trump out here. Motherfucker Donald Trump is peaceful protest outside of the White House. And what did this nigga do? This nigga had them motherfucking tear gas the peaceful protesters.
You tear gassing the people outside the front of the White House?
The nigga, I watched that shit live and I was like, what? This was the moment where I was like, this shit seems different.
Yeah.
Hey, this shit seems a little bit weird. So I'm watching it live, G, where it's peaceful protest outside, and everybody's just like, yo, these protesters are peaceful. They're peaceful. They're they're chanting, president. They're peaceful. Boom, boom, boom. One of the funny shits is though. Well, I'll talk about one of the funniest shits after this, but. But you see, I think it was Attorney General Richard Barr or whatever.
Yeah.
And he go outside. He assessing the scene. And we like, if you a nigga, you know what he doing.
Yeah.
If you ain't, and you ain't never been in that situation, you don't know what he doing. But if you a nigga, when you saw Barr go outside, bring them glasses down, peep the scene, you knew he was about to be on some fuck shit.
Yeah.
I looked and I told my wife, I said, man, I don't know what's about to happen, but it ain't gonna be nice. All of a sudden, you see motherfucking the military police. And I'm looking, I'm like, the fuck is military police doing down here? Like military police?
It's a war going on outside.
I said, oh shit. Yeah, this shit don't seem right. It's military police, ladies and gentlemen. Then all of a sudden, you start seeing tear gas. And niggas pushing. I said, oh shit. Ooh. Then you see this nigga Trump give his speech. And this nigga walks out like a G to a boarded up church that was a victim of a fire just a couple of days ago. St. John's Episcopal Church, I believe is the name out here in D.C. And that nigga starts having a photo shoot. I say, nigga.
That was when he was holding the Bible?
Yes.
And it looked like the album cover?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I said, nigga, fuck is he doing? And then it comes out that this nigga was upset that the press found out that he was in the bunker. So basically, it was a G move that he tried. He tried to pull his nuts dropped. He's a little scared. I mean, it ain't drop. It ain't shivel up. I mean, it shiveled up. His nuts went in this shit. He was like, oh shit, he got spooked. They got spooked less because they thought niggas was going to go over the barricade. And man, these niggas tweaking tonight. Yep. So from there, what he do? He go up, they put him in the bunker for about 9. Like, oh man, they just protesting. Oh shit. But somebody became somebody's source. So, hey man, y'all know that nigga was in the bunker. Oh, who found out? All right, so this is what we gonna do, man. Hey Trump, we gonna go ahead and get the military police. We gonna put them out there. We gonna show a little show of force no matter what. You gonna go ahead and get his speech, and then we gonna move these motherfuckers out the way. And what we gonna do from there, we gonna go ahead, you gonna take a little photo shoot right over there. That's how we gonna do it. All right, bet. You good right there? All right, cool. We gonna show the motherfuckers that you ain't no bitch. That's what we gonna do today. We gonna show them that ain't no bitch in you. Is it any bitch in you, Trump? No, it's not no bitch in me. We gonna show them today ain't no bitch in you.
Yep.
That's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. And that's when I was like, all right, this is a little bit different. Not revelations different, because when shit be different, motherfuckers be like, in the world tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jesus is coming at 5:00 tonight. Now, I ain't talking revelations. I'm talking about end of a chapter of a history book.
Yeah.
Going into a new chapter. Because as you said, Mike, things got peaceful. I mean, peaceful protests has been going on for 11 days, 7 days out here in D.C. I didn't follow D.C.'s yesterday because I had some family shit that went on.
Yeah.
But what I did see Friday, and I had put up the pictures and everything, is Mayor Muriel Bowser in D.C. has D.C. Works paint Black Lives Matter and the Washington, D.C. flag emblem on the way to the motherfucking White House. If that ain't petty, I don't know what is. Because Muriel Bowser and Donald Trump has been going back and forth ever since that motherfucker became president.
Yeah.
And you just read up on how DC is, it's not a state. I mean, of course it's not, it's just read up on the shit. Cause the way that the shit is situated as far as the government is weird. Yeah. It's fuck. They pay taxes, but don't have no key votes and shit. Like, it's weird as fuck. That's why DC wants to become the 51st state. I don't think they're going to become the 51st state. Because I don't think one of my conspiracy theories is them motherfuckers don't want odd numbers of states. Yeah. So the only way DC is going to become a state is if they grant Puerto Rico statehood too, and they don't want Puerto Rico to become a state. Okay. For some reason, but y'all mad at niggas. I don't know. But the petty and that shit going to the White House, boom. Now, is that gonna be celebrated by every nigga? No. I thought it was a great gesture, but Black Lives Matter DC, I believe, is like, nah, fuck that shit. You defund the police. It was some people, a lot of people are on their defund police shit. Yeah. And I would have to really dive into what the fuck that entails to say it, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
When they say defund the police, what exactly does that mean? It's like,
I would have to find that out. Like,
so we don't know the actual meaning.
I don't. I'm not about to sit up here and fake like I do. Right. Only thing I can think of is if you defund the police, you take that money and you put it up in neighborhoods, and then I guess you work with people to, police their own neighborhoods. And I don't know how the fuck that work. Right. I really don't know how the fuck that work. You have a motherfucker like Mr. Wesley on Roadhouse taking advantage of a whole motherfucking city. Yeah, I don't know how that motherfucking shit work. But I do know DC has their Metro Police. In Maryland, like it's set up here. The setup here is weird. Instead of them having cities, like I live in Silver Spring, Maryland, which is shit 2 minutes away from DC. Yeah. But they don't have like Silver Spring Police. They have Montgomery County Police. So everything that's in Montgomery County is Montgomery County Police. That's like Cook County having Cook County Police, and there's no Chicago Police. There's no Maywood Police. There's no fucking Oak Park Police. There's no Forest Park Police. It's all Cook County Police. I don't know if that's the thinking. I don't know what the fuck the thinking is. I would just have to dive in a bit more. But them niggas was like, fuck this Black Lives Matter shit on the ground. And she made that area, like those 2 blocks, 16th by H and K streets, because down there they got like letters for streets and shit, numbers and letters. That's Black Lives Matter Plaza. So that's a good gesture, and you know, that's a good look. You know, visibly, I don't know what the fuck that means for all of the other shit. I'm not going to try to be all, you know, I know what the fuck I'm talking about shit here. I'm not going to do that at all. But that's also showing that everybody's not going to be happy until. Like, even the defund police movement is getting a lot more ears than once before. That's why I'm like, I got to go look that up and pay attention to that to see what the fuck that really actually means. And if you were to do that, what is the solution after defunding? But the other part of it is that, and you said it, like we've seen peaceful protest nationwide, countrywide. Saw some shit popping off in Berlin. Nigga John Boyega, the nigga from Star Wars, that nigga was protesting last weekend and shit.
Yeah.
They might blackball me for this, but I don't care. I'm like, yo. But then, to bring it to sports, Drew motherfucking Brees. Now, those under a rock, Drew Brees opened his mouth about peaceful protest. Well, really, namely, kneeling for the flag. You know, he was on Yahoo Finance, and they asked him, you know, with things going on, you know, what's your thoughts about kneeling with kneeling during the anthem? And
let me stop you right there, Bang. I didn't hear the initial question.
Yeah, that
so I don't know.
Yeah, that was what it was. They like, I basically said, like,
so they actually said to him with what's going on.
Yeah, they paraphrased it. They paraphrased it. Yeah, they was the conversation about what's going on.
Right.
And his thoughts about kneeling for the flag now, and the motherfucker was like,
wait, hold on, let me stop you again, Bang. I want to get the actual. So was the question actually like in was it being asked in anticipation that when the NFL season starts,
yes,
that players are gonna be kneeling? Yeah. Is that the way he was asking? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that we know what's going on. I want to make sure that we understand exactly how the question was asked. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And he said that he would never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States.
Which is something that Drew Brees has already made clear to the world. Yeah.
See, that's what I didn't get mad about.
Yeah.
Didn't get mad at his quote.
Yeah.
Because he said that shit when the shit was going on. He was one of the more vocal people in sports that was like, stand up for the flag, bro.
Which pretty much, in the way he was saying it back then, is like he didn't have no sympathy for Colin Kaepernick being blackballed because, yeah, his stance is, don't kneel for the flag. Pretty much, that's how kind of like how he was saying it back then.
Yeah,
that's how I take it.
That's how I took it too. Like,
yeah, like, hey, bro,
you can protest a different. No, I'm not gonna take it like I'm not. You know what? Let me rewind.
I'm taking it like that. I'm taking it as where he didn't have no sympathy for Colin not having a job because he was kneeling for the flag.
And I feel you not. The way that I took it was partly that.
Yeah.
But the other part of how I took it is white people trying to tell black people that's not the way of protesting. You should do it a different way.
Okay.
And people don't come to see see motherfuckers kneeling during football games. They want to see football. I played with niggas. I know niggas like Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And by niggas, I mean black people.
Yeah.
Like Drew Brees.
Yeah. Where
it ain't got shit to do with this, so don't bring it over here. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is call Drew Brees racist. That motherfuckers did a lot for a lot of people. So I'm not going to say that he's racist. But what I will say is that he smacked dab deep in white privilege.
Oh, yeah.
He is Scrooge McDuck, money bin. That the money bin is his white privilege.
Yeah.
And if anything were to do and here's what I mean by that. I'm gonna go in a different direction than a lot of people have gone in. First thing that I said was Drew Brees has done a lot for people. He went to New Orleans because Miami didn't want him because of his shoulder and shit, so they was a little bit spooked. Nick Saban says that was one of the biggest mistakes that he's made in his coaching career. Passing up on Drew Brees in Miami. They passed up on him and grabbed Dante Culpepper. Drew Brees goes to New Orleans, and this is around Katrina and all of this shit. And Drew Brees does a lot for people in New Orleans that makes him a quote-unquote white savior. Not just a savior, but he's white, ladies and gentlemen. He's a white guy. White savior.
Yeah.
White people and rich people are the only people who seems to get away with shit because of how much they do. Because of some shit that was said where I'm it's gonna come to a head with what I say. This is why this is another reason why this time is different for me. And I'm gonna throw some names out there, and some people, this is when we might get the 1-star Mike. This is when white people.
Yeah.
So first, white people. It's a lot of white people because they give to charities. They have a couple of black friends. Some of these charities involve black people. They give. Their family gives. All that shit. Them motherfuckers can't do no wrong when they white. Like they give to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, United Way. They give to veterans.
Yeah.
They give. Drew Brees have given over almost half a million. Well, over $500,000 almost to charities. Go through his foundation, the Drew Brees Foundation. They bring his wife and his kids out there. They smile.
Right.
Hi, Dad. You know, all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like all American. Now, there's some black people who get away with this shit too.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby got away with that shit for years, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the difference. Here's where the white privilege comes into play. And let me go to the Bill Cosby shit. That's why I say we getting a 1-star today, nigga.
Yeah.
Cause motherfuckers talk about and shouts out to my man Sean Keeson. This is no diss to him at all. But he's doing some pieces of content. I heard in this piece of content that he said, he had brung up the Bill Cosby buying NBC shit. Read it, man. That shit happened in the early 90s, G. He, with a group of investors, he wasn't going to be the lead investor, motherfucker, but him and a group of investors made an offer to NBC in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And, he got outbidded. Fuck. But Bill Cosby had more and more allegations come out after that fact, and before that fact, actually, that just never got thrown out there. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Enquirer would get these stories and go to niggas and be like, nigga accusing you of rape. What's good? That's how they will find that shit out. This shit is documented. And one of the organizations that got that shit was the William Morris Agency, who also was who represented Bill Cosby, them niggas.
Yeah.
So these niggas will find out shit and be like, all right, let's go ahead and take care of it. A lot of motherfucking celebrities, black and white, do shit but they also give shit up in the guise of charity.
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers in this world, Mike, whether you like me or like fucking Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm doing all of this good. I can do some fuck shit along the way. I'm out here giving people jobs. I'm helping people out, giving money, doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
Who cares if I fuck a bitch? I'm gonna watch the Epstein doc tomorrow because today I'm gonna be busy as fuck.
Yeah.
But you guarantee Epstein probably had a charity or two that he was donating money to. But he was out here allegedly fucking kids and leading the ring. Like, the white privilege in this shit is that unless they shit get like, it's no way that you can say that they didn't. They white privilege is always gonna come into play because a nigga like Bill Cosby will get 10 years for the same shit that a motherfucker get a year probation.
Yeah.
And Bill Cosby in jail like, man, I done all this shit for niggas, and you mean to tell me I got 10 years? I put people through school. I was America's favorite dad. The Cosby Show was the highest rated show in television. I was non-threatening my whole fucking career. And just because I put some Spanish fly in a white bitch's drink, I'm going to jail. That's how some of these niggas think. Just keeping it a full buck.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, yo, shit, insert white celebrity was doing that shit too, and ain't shit happened to them. That's the white privilege of it all, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So Drew Brees is Scrooge McDuck of white privilege.
Yeah.
Dive into that bitch as soon as some shit happened. The crazy thing is that he could do that shit in 2016. He can't do that shit in 2020. That's the difference. When I say shit feel different, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Cause Drew Brees went on Yahoo Finance and said that shit. I think basically saying that it's disrespecting the flag and got to talking about how his granddaddy and his great granddaddy fought like niggas didn't fight in the same wars.
Yeah.
And damn near every black person was like, nigga, my daddy fought in the same war too. Your daddy came back a national hero, gave him a parade and that thing. Yeah. My daddy came and they was like, what the fuck you doing on with that uniform, nigga? White privilege, black privilege. All Drew Brees pretty much explained to you is, nigga, I know I'm white, but I've been swimming in this privilege for about 3 generations. Fuck. Now though, his teammates came out. Michael Thomas was he just can't get right.
He don't know no better.
He don't know no better. And here's the thing, look. When a black person tells you that you don't know no better, that means you fucked up more than one time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. That's the one when Michael Thomas said that shit, that's when I know niggas had a conversation with Drew Brees about this shit or something similar before.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. This ain't new in that locker room. Or that nigga say he don't know no better.
Like he literally clueless.
Yes.
Clueless. He's clueless to what's going on right now.
Clueless.
Yeah.
That means this ain't the first time nor the second time. Yeah. You basically called him can't get right.
Yeah.
So that right there led me to believe niggas ain't been fucking with some of that shit was saying. And then when motherfucking Malcolm Jenkins came out and said what he said, the first one, the first comments, I was like, oh shit. But then he deleted it and was like, all right, we're gonna go to another one. And you know, he's crying and shit and all of that shit. I'm telling you.
Wait, Malcolm Jenkins made one video and then he deleted it?
He made one video. I think he was like, man, you know, fuck. He cussed. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he made one video, then he deleted it. But of course, that motherfucker was out there, so you know they got that shit. But then the second one was more. It was still him talking his shit,
right?
But
I saw that one.
Yeah, but it was it was a little emotional and shit. But then the next day, motherfuckers is like, all right, you know, he apologized, ladies and gentlemen. Here's where shit is different. I don't know about you, Mike. This is me.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it until I heard somebody say it. I don't know who said it on TV, but I thought it was the perfect quote for what's going on when people do some shit like this now. Apologies without action is manipulation.
Explain.
Oh, I'm gonna explain it in the most niggerish way possible. Know me. Let's just say, for instance, I cheat on my wife.
Yeah.
Baby, I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, baby. Mm-hmm. Baby, I apologize. But there's no action in my change. Like, there's no action. I have not changed at all.
Oh, yeah.
I've not done anything to show that I'm remorseful other than me apologizing and saying, baby, I just manipulated her into thinking that I'm sorry.
Okay.
In actuality, I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to continue doing it again.
All right. So what about... Go ahead.
We've seen many a times, and here's the fucked up shit. We've done that shit before. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I ain't gonna do that shit again. My bad. And then we go do the same shit like 2 weeks later. We manipulated a motherfucker and thinking that we sorry. Now, I don't think we are at that point when it comes to some niggas. Because when I saw Maria Taylor on First Take, I said, that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what she said. She said, like, and you go look at the Maria Taylor video. I'm not about to go in and transcribe all this shit.
Yeah.
But she stated what I've been feeling for years. And I think I keep it a buck. I think I was the only one that was feeling this way. When motherfuckers show who you are, who they are, believe them the first time. Only thing is we not in these celebrities' houses. We don't travel with these celebrities. We don't even play with these celebrities. So, Drew Brees could very well be sorry, fam. He could very well be sorry. But the nigga said in his apology, the way his comments were perceived, there's no other way that you could perceive it, man.
Yeah.
He basically said, sorry, the way that my comments were perceived. He went all this shit about black people and you know, apologize to the black people, the black community and all that shit, read that. But within it, he apologized for the way his comments were perceived, nigga. I will tell you, like I've told other people, there's perception and there's reality. They're two different things. And the reality is, I ain't seen you speak up on no fucking issue that concerns the black community. Period.
Not at all.
Not at all. So my reality, the reality that I see, is that in 2016 you felt that it was disrespectful for somebody to take a knee protesting the flag when it's never been about the protest. I got my issues with the Colin Kaepernick shit, but I know what the fuck he was protesting for. And then years later, when this shit is going on, it's not just he said it again, it's when he said it again.
Horrible timing.
I don't think it was horrible timing. I think it was the perfect timing. That's the thing. It was the perfect timing.
It was the perfect time for him to really to actually show us who he really is.
It was the perfect timing. It was the perfect timing for this nigga to be like, cause nigga, if Tom fucking Brady sends a letter to the NFL, well, at least put his name on the letter to the NFL and say this shit is wrong, speak out. He ain't got to say shit else, fam. He knows what's going on. But he also know how to make America great again, had in my damn locker room and everything. Let me just put my name on this letter and shut the fuck up. Yeah. Sometimes you got to know when to shut the fuck up. Yeah. Drew Brees, however, didn't know when to shut the fuck up. So he was oblivious to what the fuck was going on because his privilege allows him that. And what he did was when the motherfucker asked him that question, it was like Scrooge McDuck jumping into the money bin. White people love to do. My grandfather and my great grandfather fought for this war and fought for this country, and I know what the flag stands for, and I will never disrespect the flag.
So we ain't buying the Trump IG post neither, huh?
Oh, you goddamn right, I'm not. That's not the action I want to see.
We ain't buying what you selling.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cause here's what made me mad. And part of it, I will never understand because I ain't never spent 2 minutes with Drew Brees. But I would love to. That's the thing. I would love to talk to Drew Brees. Because I think Drew Brees needs to talk to a regular nigga. Drew Brees don't need to talk to Shaq. He don't need to talk to Charles Barkley. Yeah. He don't need to talk to Malcolm Jenkins. He don't need to talk to Michael Thomas. Mm-hmm. Drew Brees needs to talk to a regular nigga. And this is what pisses me off with celebrities in general, especially white ones. Every celebrity needs a regular nigga in their circle.
Yeah.
They need that regular motherfucker that's gonna bring them down. Say, hey, it's almost like you got that regular nigga in speed dial. Yeah. And you know, like if you press 1, call your wife, press 2 to call your mom, press 3 to call your dad, press 4 to call your brother, press, you know, that shit.
Yeah.
You should press 9, dial 9 to call a regular nigga. Mm-hmm. Here's why. That regular nigga is still amongst the regular people. He do regular shit. This nigga drives a forklift. This nigga works at Applebee's as a cook. Mm-hmm. This nigga works at UPS as a driver. He's a regular nigga. Mm-hmm. He has fight parties at his basement. He probably out here with these hoes still, or he's married with 2 kids, picket fence. In the hood though.
Yeah.
Like he's the big homie in the hood. Like my father was, like he's everybody's dad. Mm-hmm. Or even a woman. Especially a woman. Single mom or mother or a stay-at-home mom who see all of this shit going on, got kids, want to make sure, like, you need a regular nigga in your lives, celebrities. Mm-hmm. That when you have these situations, you could just dial 9 for regular nigga.
Just to get that information, what you really need to know.
Well, what do I know? That's what Drew Brees needed. He needed a regular motherfucker. Just go, hey, Sandra, what you think about what the fuck going on? Oh no, you want? Hey, don't you apologize, but this is what you gonna need to do, Drew. Yeah. You gotta talk to niggas. You don't need no celebrity speaking up on your behalf too, because them niggas is privileged just like you. Yeah. All they gonna do is tell the people what you've done in your community, but we don't see that shit. Think about that shit. We don't really see that shit. We see y'all motherfuckers come to the hood, donate, give a motherfucker a big check, and get in your black Uber.
And that's it.
Bye.
Drew Brees has not indulged in any type of black history.
Motherfucker.
At all.
So that shit that he did, that Instagram post that he did, the Trump tweeted, what the fuck that's gonna do for a motherfucker who pushed motherfuckers out the way to go take a picture at a church? So what? You got the ear to Trump? You got his ear? You been had his ear? And this is after Trump was like, you ain't gotta apologize about that shit. Yeah. It's about the flag. Stand for the flag. Oh, so actually, Trump, it's not about the flag. After talking to my friends, I finally realized that After talking to my friends, I finally realized that it's not about the flag. Not a fact.
He said he talked to his friends. What if he got black friends?
That motherfucker, no.
He might have black friends.
No, fam. He needs. Look, if he had black friends, he wouldn't even put out that IG post.
Facts.
With the black and the white hand together. That wouldn't even been the picture. Mm-hmm. But let me read this shit to President Trump. This shit's wild, fam. Through my ongoing conversations with friends, teammates, and leaders in the black community, I realize that this is not an issue about the American flag. Never has been. We can no longer use the flag to turn people away and distract them from the real issues that face our black communities. We did this back in 2017, and I regretfully brought it back with my comments this week. We must stop talking about the flag and shift our attention to the real issues of systemic racial injustice, economic oppression, police brutality, judicial and prison reform. We are at a critical juncture in our nation's history. If not now, then when? We as a white community need to listen and learn from the pain and suffering of our black communities. We must acknowledge the problems, identify the solutions, and put these into action. The black community cannot do this alone. This requires all of us. So, Drew Brees, let's acknowledge the problems. What's the problems? You know what Drew Brees is gonna say? Oh, I acknowledge the problems. Systemic racism, oppression. What does that exactly mean to you? See, I said this shit last week. I said this shit is gonna become hashtags and talking points. That's why I don't even like the term social justice. I hate that term. I don't know what term to replace it with, but I hate social justice because now it's just ingrained in you. I'm fighting for social justice. What the fuck exactly do you mean? And what exactly are you going to do? And no, that's just not going to come a day after you apologize. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, basically, I'm not accepting no white motherfucker's apology until I actually see some shit in a tweet, in an Instagram post. The President Trump ain't it, Jack. I'm not accepting, and I'm sorry. I'm at this point in my life, fam. Niggas gotta stop accepting white people's apologies until you actually see them motherfuckers do the shit that they gonna say. Okay. That's why apologies without action is manipulation. Y'all motherfuckers ain't about to manipulate me into accepting motherfucking apologies, and I don't see shit that you do. And the crazy thing is, I don't live in New Orleans, so I might not see a goddamn thing that Drew Brees do. And you know what? So the fuck what? I'm not accepting no motherfucker's apology on that shit until I actually see it. It's gonna take more than a motherfucking commercial from the NFL. Hi, my name is Drew Brees. I believe that no, motherfucker. With the hard ER? No. No. What the fuck you gonna do, Jack? All these motherfuckers getting, all these white people getting on TV and shit. Now I realize why you guys are protesting. No, okay, that's dope. What the fuck we about to do next?
He might get out there and protest now. He might get out there.
Fuck that shit, fam. Fuck that shit. Okay, Drew Brees Foundation been doing a lot of shit. Put your money where your mouth is, nigga. I can identify a couple of communities. If I see a motherfucker from Chicago athlete, white motherfucker doing that shit, I'll say the same shit to them. I don't give a fuck if it's Drew Brees or not. It could be Patrick motherfucking Kane, Jonathan Taze, however you say that shit, but he from Canada. You don't even give a fuck. Well, shit, both of them, I don't give a fuck who it is, goddammit. If you're white and you try to hit me with that motherfucking, the black community has been suffering. You part of the reason why we've been suffering, motherfucker. You part of the reason. That's why I said last week, I wonder when a white person go, oh shit, that was white privilege the whole fucking time. Oh shit. So now that you realize it, what the fuck you gonna do? And the Instagram post ain't shit, motherfucker. Like, when you putting your money where your mouth is, I know there's a lot of people, out here that's in need. I know there's a lot of buildings, businesses that could be rebuilt after all of this shit. You can invest in black investors who's going to be able to rebuild some of these and actually let them run that motherfucking shit. Yeah. Invest in some of these schools in Chicago a couple of years ago. 50 schools were closed. Invest in education in the black community. Actually allow these motherfuckers to teach black history all year long. Talking about education. Change some of be mindful of some of the shit that we being taught. And change how these fucking textbooks and shit are. Matter of fact, investing, making sure that every school and every student inside of a school gets a textbook.
Yeah.
Invest in some of these neighborhoods around these schools where you ain't got to raise up the motherfucking rent that they can't afford it than a white motherfucker that's like, oh man, I'm get to live amongst the blacks in this nice old apartment. Now I'm in the urban area.
And Drew Brees got so much, and it's plenty of potential and plenty of opportunities going on in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. I've drove through New Orleans, the city of New Orleans, and I've seen it. And it's not the prettiest sight. So
make it a pretty sight, motherfucker, for niggas.
Man, this is your chance, buddy. But for right now, what Bang is saying, we ain't buying what you selling till we see that action.
Hey.
And he live in a city where it's plenty of opportunities to go out there and make a difference.
And you see, Mike, within what I just said, and not even going deep,
yeah,
I addressed how we can help in systematic racial injustice, economic oppression, police brutality, judicial and prison reform. Actually study these one of the things niggas need to get away from is this Democratic and Republican shit. Because I could guarantee you that Drew Brees is a registered Republican. Hey, look, sometimes in my thinking, I skew Republican. I've acknowledged that shit. Like, sometimes where I be thinking, I skew Republican, even though I don't identify with either one of these shits. Sometimes my thinking is because Democrats can be too liberal at sometimes to me. Yeah. But also Democrats, we've been voting Democrats for years and motherfuckers ain't really changed shit. Yeah. Like you would think. Yeah. That's why I'm all about the best candidate. I don't give a fuck who they are. So actually read up on some of these motherfuckers that you riding with just because they Republican. That's why when even though it was the wrong motherfucking time he did it, like Michael Jordan. I bring up Mike when he said Republicans buy sneakers too in the documentary Last Dance. Excuse me, he said it in jest. He ain't really truly mean it. And then Jesse Helms is one of those white people who didn't give a fuck about niggas. Yeah, and a nigga was running against him and could have dethroned him. The only thing I agree with Mike on is that I didn't know enough about these candidates to support. Yeah. That means, Mike, you too, do your due diligence sometimes. Because niggas look up to you. Now I know that it's hard. But that's why you need certain niggas around you. That's why you need a regular nigga. Celebrities, you motherfuckers need a regular nigga around you, fam. Drew, you need a regular motherfucker around you, Jack. Because that regular person would have been like, nah, don't do that shit. Hey, man, regular motherfucker, dead ass would have been like, hey, if you go in this motherfucking interview, fam, don't say shit about that motherfucking flag. You know they're going to ask you. Yeah. Don't do it. Why not? It's what I believe. You see a motherfucker just got killed again? And you about to go up in this motherfucker. And if they ask you that question, you going to answer, no, you going to get killed out here, fam. Nah, I think I'm going to do it. All right. That's on you, nigga.
But it's hard for Brees to have somebody like that around him because everybody that's around him is blind to that shit too. So this is how he grew up, Joe.
I know.
It's how he was raised.
I know.
Started in the home.
White privilege.
The white privilege shit is bad, bro.
The privilege is out there. And it's just rich people privilege is that's why some of this shit is more social than it is racial too. Because there's a lot of black people who think because they do all of this special shit that they gain a certain privilege to be a degenerate. Yeah. I never forget, and I can't find the clip, but I never forget when Tiger Woods went through his shit. Bernard Hopkins went on ESPN and they was talking about that shit. That nigga Bernard Hopkins said, man, Tiger Woods is damn near billionaire. He should be able to do whatever he want.
Yeah.
How you think these motherfuckers feel? I can do whatever the fuck I want. So again, like, yo, it's just keeping it a buck, man. I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say to anybody else, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you need a real nigga around these people. You need a real person, a real down to earth person who's not gonna look at your celebrity status and be like, oh man, I can't believe I'm talking to Drew Brees. Nah, man, Drew Brees, you're on that bullshit. And here's why. Because he's not going to get that shit. I'm sorry, man. And as much as I love some of these black players from sticking up and saying what they say and everything, a lot of the reason why them niggas going to look at this shit the next day and be like, he apologized, everything is cool, because y'all niggas is trying to win a Super Bowl. And y'all don't want shit to take away from you winning the Super Bowl. And the New Orleans Saints is one of the front runners to win in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. So, and then if you ever been in a locker room, G, you know that once you on the field, all that other shit is out the way.
Yeah. Yep.
All that extra shit is out the way. So you're going to do whatever you can to make sure that y'all are on point. And you're not kicking with these niggas when the shit is over with. You not. So again, don't get me wrong. I love what them niggas said the day before, but the day after, like, as soon as this nigga apologized, it's like, oh yeah, you know, he got it, so we cool, we're a brotherhood. Stop using that excuse. Too. Like, that's why I'm looking at everybody funny. Shaq, yeah, I know Drew Brees personally, and you know I know what he does. No,
man, Steve, he said it perfectly, Joe. Like, hold these niggas accountable, Joe. Steven Jackson,
yeah.
Hold them accountable, Joe.
Hold them accountable.
Fuck all that brotherhood shit.
Yeah.
Fuck all that team hates and all that bullshit like
hold
that.
Them
Joe.
accountable.
Hold them accountable.
Don't. You could. And here's the thing. You could say it's nothing wrong with telling the nigga, all right, man.
Yep.
Okay, I hear your apology, but
yep.
And get that nigga this and get them niggas what your butts is. Mm-hmm. But I need to see some changes within you in this tweet to Donald Trump, man. That shit, cause that motherfucker. Unless Donald Trump comes out the next day and be like, Drew Brees, you're right.
Well, we know that ain't happening. So.
Not only is that not going to happen, even if you say, Drew Brees, you're right. So, Drew Brees, we're going to have you come up to the White House and you're going to talk about systematic oppression, systematic racial injustice, economic oppression, police brutality, judicial prison reform, and what we, the white people, can do to help the black people.
Yeah.
That's when I go, oh, get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, I'm not up on any of these niggas' apologies and shit. I'm on these niggas' actions because this in the moment shit is showing where niggas is at in their life.
Yeah.
What they was on the whole entire time. The nigga didn't say anything that he didn't say in 2016, 2017. So his mindset never changed, and his mindset is not going to change in 18 hours. Yeah. Fuck out of here. So, yeah, apologies without action is manipulation. And I refuse to be manipulated by any of these white celebrities when they give you this little weak-ass apology. And then say, now I understand. Cause now motherfucker gotta, and you know what's up? You know what's crazy? Drew Brees could have went to Miami, but they chose the nigga over Drew Brees.
Didn't Drew Brees get drafted by the Chargers first?
Yep.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Chargers.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, they drafted Phillip Rivers. So, you know, they was going to eventually move into him. And then he hurt his shoulder too.
Yeah.
So when he hurt his shoulder, Miami was like, do we really want him or not? Is his shoulder good? So they was like, nah, we're going to go with Dante Culpepper.
Yeah. This upcoming NFL season is going to be funny.
Yeah, it's going to be funny because niggas is on knees.
Now, how is that going to work? Because what was it? Was it last season or the season before that? Everything was going on with all the teams were kneeling as one, or they were like, locking arms as one. Didn't like certain teams, or was it like all teams saying that they were going to fine players for kneeling?
Drew Brees talked about how he ain't want no team in his locker room.
No players
no players kneeling during the anthem.
Yeah.
So when they knelt before the anthem. That was their way of, wink, wink. Yo, boy, Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones said he was finding niggas.
Yeah, he find niggas.
Yeah. And
then he did the little kneel, but again, it was before the anthem.
Yeah.
So that was pacifying niggas. How y'all gonna do it? We gonna do it like this.
So what's gonna happen when the anthem is going on right now? Like, what is happening? Are we kneeling? Is everybody kneeling? Not everybody, but are the black players kneeling? And what the fuck is the owners and whoever's gonna say if all of their star players are out there kneeling now?
So yesterday, I think it was, Jemele Hill went on Twitter. And of course she was talking her shit. And the one thing that's starting to get on my nerves is now them using Jay-Z's soundbite that we're past kneeling. Mm-hmm. And she said some shit. She said that shit again.
Yeah.
No, she said on Twitter, on the 5th, excuse me, she said, also, Jay-Z said we're past kneeling, and that wasn't true. I saw this. What has been proven repeatedly is how a powerful gesture that really is. It's a powerful testimony how simple things can cause an earthquake. So somebody tweeted kneeling wasn't doing shit, but riding worked. So Jemele said, so why are protesters kneeling? And I said, they're kneeling to show peace and solidarity.
Right.
Them niggas who kneeling out there, that's what they're doing. And that's why they want people to kneel with them.
Yeah.
For peace and solidarity. Ain't nobody kneeling in anger. That's what rioting and protest are for. Yeah. Kneeling gets potential energy. We gonna burn this shit down. Kinetic energy. That's what I sent to Jemele Hill.
Yeah, that's pretty much like if we kneeling, Joe, we trying to show awareness. We trying to bring awareness to what the fuck is going on.
But obviously y'all motherfuckers wasn't looking at that shit, so we burning shit down. And nigga, I've seen more shit go past about what motherfuckers is, what they want to do, or what they should do, what they need to do, than what kneeling did. Yeah. Not saying that kneeling wasn't worth it, because that's the potential energy in all of this. And that's what people don't think get. He started the conversation with kneeling. Yeah. Yeah. But now we got to do more. But when we were saying we got to do more, motherfuckers was just, oh, you talking shit about the kneeling. Fuck that kneeling now, nigga. Mm-hmm. I kneel with you after I burn this building down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I kneel with you after the police station burns down. Yeah. Because then I'm going to look at you and be like, do you now understand? Yes. Ain't nobody kneeling. Imagine motherfucker kneeling in anger. The motherfucking knee. I'm gonna put a divot in this motherfucking ground, nigga.
That's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And keep it a buck. I've said my piece and I said my thoughts on the Colin Kaepernick situation. Yeah. But I hope now, with all of the same thing with Roger Goodell. Yeah. We got this protest shit all wrong. Mm-hmm. We should never allowed the players, but he never once said Colin Kaepernick's name. Fuck that apology, nigga. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck if it's a court case involved around that shit or nothing. Cause y'all can say that the nigga wasn't blackballed. And technically, even though Mike Glennon did get signed 3 times, you could just say we just didn't want that nigga. And I think you'll win in the court of law unless y'all really went around the room and was like, make sure y'all don't sign that nigga.
Which is that's kind of like what it's looking like. That's what they're making it look like. They're making it look like y'all was blackballing him. Now, if y'all say he's not qualified to play on the NFL football team, then say that.
But see, that's why I say that shit is the hardest shit to prove in a court of law.
Yeah.
Unless that shit really, really happened.
Yeah.
Cause we could go around the hood and be like, it's almost like when I be hearing people say, you know, trans lives matter, which they do, and you should be able to date a trans person if you want to. Like, yeah, but I don't want to. Oh, so you trying to say that you would never date a transgender person? You trying to blackball dating? Like, nah, fam, I'm not. Just not. Because that's not what I'm into.
Yeah.
Right? And if I wasn't into women and I was into you, then I'll say the same thing about a woman. So I think sometimes we get words and what people mean miscued. So unless a motherfucker made a conference call, they went on a conference line and was like, this is not going to happen. What I'm saying is that's hard to prove in the court of law, which is part of the reason why that motherfucker went ahead and goddamn settled. Yeah. With that being said, when you say protest, that nigga kicked it off. And if you ain't say, I apologize, Colin, you were right in kneeling.
Fuck your apology.
That's not saying you should have a job. That's saying, hey, we ain't like that shit at first, but you was right.
Yeah.
And at the very least, be like, all right, let's come talk about this shit. Because Colin Kaepernick ain't got to have a job to talk about this shit that clearly is still going on. Or donate some motherfucking money to the goddamn foundation. Then you got all these other coaches and these execs like, hey, man, you know, he was right. You know, hey, man, he was right. Yeah, them the motherfuckers. See, them the motherfuckers you should tell to shut up. Pete Carroll was a motherfucker you should tell to shut the fuck up. Like, that's the nigga. Like, Roger Goodell can't. What people don't understand is that Roger Goodell works for the owners. Yeah. He works for the owners. So all 32 owners can get together, and I think like out of a 26-6 vote, they can vote this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
He's their face. So he ain't really gonna Roger Goodell ain't gonna go to the owners and be like, y'all niggas doing this. He ain't Vince McMahon. The owners of Vince McMahon.
He can't tell them to go sign Colin.
Right.
Right.
So Pete Carroll needs to shut the fuck up. Like, that's them the niggas. Like, coaches, hey, man, shut the fuck. General managers, man, shut the fuck up. Owners, shut the fuck up unless you're going to sign this motherfucker. Yeah. Them niggas who shut the fuck up. With that being said, that apology still, that's what makes this apology even more hollow, because you work for the owners.
Yeah.
So tell the motherfucking owners to be like, hey, man, we apologize. And do a workout. Yeah. And we're going to make sure everybody at that workout. We're going to make sure everybody's at that workout. Unless you do that shit, G, all that shit is for the birds. That apology from Roger Goodell for the birds, Drew Brees apology from the birds, Pete Carroll saying what he said for the birds, nigga, all that shit whack. If there's no action in your apology, it's manipulation. Fuck that apology. And you. And anybody else who tries to apologize. If your motherfucking ass ain't went ahead and assessed what you could have did right or wrong, if you ain't went up in there and assessed that shit that happened was white privilege, then fuck that shit and fuck your apology. Your apology is weak, nigga. Fuck out of here. Yep. So fuck Drew Brees and that apology right now until he really go around New Orleans and, as you see how fucked up it is, but the beauty that it could potentially has and empower black people or people of color. But black people, and give them help give them the correct resources to buy and maintain. Because that's the other part too. Motherfucker give you the shit to buy, but they won't give you the information to maintain.
Yep.
To keep it. Because a lot of times they want the part of the economic oppression is giving you the information to buy it, but for you to fuck it over, so I could go get it at a cheaper price. That you spent. So that's the other part. Buy and give people the knowledge to maintain. Y'all motherfuckers ain't doing that shit. Working with black folks to work with the police to say, hey, do some different shit. Drew, they can do some different shit. All right, cool. Let's go talk to the chief of police. Fuck them apologies, Jack. I'm sorry. NBA back, though.
NBA is back. NBA back.
So that's gonna be interesting. NBA is back.
This was. We just talked about, like, do we feel like the NBA should come back? And I was actually against it.
I am too.
I was against the NBA just coming back. I thought they should have just like scrapped it. But we here now. 22 teams. We get 13 from the West, 9 coming from the East. I guess this is based off like who was in playoff contention when the season.
You had to be within a certain amount of games.
Yeah, and then we get the play. I guess I got to get a little more understanding of the play-in, like who. So, how many regular season games do we play before we actually
8.
Get to the playoffs?
I think they said 8 games.
8 games, and then the play-in for the 8th seed. I'm trying to figure out how that's working. I don't know the actual details on that. 13
Western Conference teams and 9 Eastern Conference teams will play 8 regular season games, seeding games, a possible play-in tournament for the 8th seed in the playoffs.
This is possible based off like if it's ties and shit.
Records.
Okay, cool.
Because I think they said they're going to go by winning percentage. The top 16 teams will be joined by teams currently within 6 games of 8th place in the 2 conferences. So New Orleans, Portland, San Antonio, Sacramento, Phoenix, and Washington are the teams, are the other 6 teams who are within 6 games of 8th place. Yeah. The play-in tournament will include the 8th and the 9th teams in the conference. If the 9th seed would have to finish the regular season within 4 games of the 8th. Okay. In that case, the 8th seed would need to beat in that case, the 9th seed would have to beat the 8th seed twice to earn the playoff berth. So basically 1 out of 2 games. Okay. For the 8th seed, the 9th seed would have to win 2. Okay. Two out of the 2.
And then when we get to the actual playoffs, it's still going to be East versus. It's still going to be Eastern Conference, Western Conference, 1 seed versus 8 seed, and blah blah blah. Yep. Yo, do we get these games televised? Like all of these games?
I will believe that these are going to get televised because these are going to be done at Disney, ESPN, Wild World of Sports. They got all that shit in there.
Okay.
The league also switched the dates on a number of things. First of all, the season will end between July. The season will start July 31st. It should end at the latest October 12th. The draft lottery will be August the 25th. The draft will be on October the 15th. The 2021 season will start December 1st. Free agency should begin on October the 18th. Training camps will start on November 10th.
Does the NBA season for next season, is it shortened or
no?
Since it's starting December 1st?
Don't look like it.
So does that mean we're gonna have is it gonna be like a new start time for the NBA season going forward?
I would hope so. I've always said December is when the NBA season starts for me.
Okay, and then we play through the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's perfect.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've always thought that was perfect. Which would mean that the All-Star game could potentially be in April instead of February, which gives you a different amount of places where it could go and you could still be comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. Imagine the All-Star game in Chicago in April instead of February.
Nah, don't imagine that. It weather-wise, it would be awesome, but that's just gonna give the opportunity for our city to.
I mean, look, we talking about weather and shit, nigga.
Clown.
Because anybody gonna clown, goddamn it. I'm talking about weather.
Yeah.
Nigga, All-Star game, April 20th or April 13th instead of February 13th, nigga. I'm taking April.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. The only team I believe that voted no on this is the Portland Trailblazers.
All right, I saw that.
Here's some more shit. More plans on it. The regular season will extend 16 games. I mean, the regular season will be 16 days, 5 to 6 games per day. There will be 4 hours between games on each individual court to accommodate overtimes, cleanings, and warm-ups. The league will be using 3 courts for in the complex for the games. In the 8-game regular season format, each team is expected to play 1 game back-to-back.
Okay.
So it's almost like being at the gym. The NBA Finals is expected to include games every other day.
Okay.
The reason why the Blazers voted no is apparently on the belief of the organization players' input that there would be more competitive and innovative formats. It could be more competitive or innovative formats on the table, including those addressed in the 2020 regular season 2020 draft odds based off of regular season results. Because, see, this is the other thing, too. And I know some people, including Bulls fans, maybe, would disagree with it. But I think in a time like this, especially since they froze the odds and all this shit, this would be the season where I would change the draft lottery. I believe, just like Mike Greenberg believes, that the team who missed the playoffs should have the number 1 pick.
Wait, what you mean?
I think the team with the best record not to make the playoffs should be the number 1 pick. I don't like the worst team in the draft getting the pick because of tanking. I think that in those ways it makes the games more competitive.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm gonna try to win. Because at the very least, if I lose, I'm going to get better. Like, I'm going to get some type of standing. But I'm going to try to win to get that standing.
Yeah.
So if let's just say the Washington Wizards, if the Washington Wizards has the worst, the best record out of the teams that didn't make the playoffs, number 1 seed, and you damn near guarantee that they won't be back. Somebody going to fall off.
Yeah.
But it's also going to put more pressure on these huff-ass teams to get on their shit.
Get on their shit, start hooping, yep.
Shit on their shit, start hooping.
I can see that.
So I definitely would have did that this season based off of the simple fact that shit's froze, but then now I got to play, and if I lose these games, like my standing on this is going to be fucked up. Nah, man, shit, nope.
Yeah.
If the teams that didn't make the playoffs was fucked already, nigga, shit. The Orlando Magic got the 13th seed, or whoever got the last pick, the worst pick in the draft, they got the 13th pick.
Yep.
And it's gonna. I'm telling you, the moment they do that shit, it'll be more competitive. That's just my opinion. I don't give a fuck if you. But based off of what you know, right? And let's go to the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Let's go to the NBA standings.
And I'm gonna say while you look that up, I'm gonna just say that. I mean, even though I was against, coming back, it's good that we're gonna actually get to see some action. So I mean, it's exciting in a way. So we'll see how it plays out. It's gonna be interesting. Like, they're gonna let their families be in the stands.
Possibly.
Like,
look, Mike, I'm just not rich.
It's cool. Look like we watching pickup games.
I'm not with I'm sorry, I'm not with the intramural.
Man, we're gonna be watching pickup games on national television. It's crazy.
If we're watching the intramural finals, fam, that's what this shit is.
Yeah.
All right, so conference as it stands right now, the teams, Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston. This is in order. Starting with the 1 seed: Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, Miami, Indiana, Philly, Brooklyn with no KD, Orlando with the only team that's going to be invited is the Washington Wizards.
I'm gonna just say right now that the Eastern Conference, from 1 through 8 right now, that's pretty much what it's gonna be. I don't see the Washington Wizards coming back from how many games are they behind? Like 4-6 games behind.
They're 6 games. They're at the threshold. They're 5.5.
Yeah, there's no absolute. Orlando would literally have to lose every fucking game that they play during this little
I mean, we don't know if the motherfuckers
road to the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I doubt it. I don't see the Washington Wizards making the playoffs. So I'm gonna just say that the exact standings is how it is right now, 1 through 8 in the Eastern Conference. That's what it's gonna be.
All I'm gonna say is we don't know if these niggas is in shape or not.
We don't know.
We don't.
But I'm willing to bet that
niggas could have been around here smoking weed and getting pussy.
They could have. Orlando, they got the home court advantage technically. For them. This home court advantage for them. So I'm gonna just bank on Orlando holding the 8th seed. Holding the 8th seed. We'll see.
So since this is what we know what it is, let's just do our playoff breakdowns right now.
Okay.
Milwaukee versus Orlando. Who you got?
We're gonna take Milwaukee.
Toronto versus Brooklyn. Who we got? No KD.
No KD. I believe Kyrie's not gonna play either. So we're gonna Toronto should win that.
Miami versus Boston versus Philly.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be an interesting one right there. Now, I'm gonna take Philly. I'm gonna take Philly just off the fact that I don't see nobody that can match up with Embiid. I'm gonna go Ben Simmons. I think they might pull that one out. I'm gonna go with that one.
Indiana versus Miami.
That's gonna be an interesting one too. We got to see what because Oladipo is back, but he came back and he wasn't really he wasn't sharp yet. Now hopefully Oladipo been in the gym. If Oladipo been in the gym shooting, getting this shit back on, that's gonna be an interesting one as well. But I might edge that to Miami. Because Jimmy Bucket. I'm gonna roll with Jimmy Buckets on that one. Miami looked very solid this year.
All right. Well, I got Milwaukee, Toronto, Philly, and Miami. I got Philly in the upset over Boston. Mainly because Philly don't do good on. I don't know because Philly don't do good on the road. Mm-hmm. So all this is gonna be in the road. You know what? I switch. It's gonna be Boston. All right. So that would mean we have Milwaukee versus Miami, and we have Toronto versus Boston. So I'm gonna go with Milwaukee over Miami, and I'm going to go with Boston over Toronto.
Whew, dethroning the NBA champs, huh? Bro, Toronto was hooping this year. Surprisingly, they were balling. So I'm taking Toronto. I'll take Toronto, though. I'll take Toronto over because I picked Philly over Boston. So I'm gonna take Toronto over Philly. So I'm taking Toronto.
All right, so that would mean you have Toronto versus Milwaukee.
In a rematch.
And
the Eastern Conference Finals.
And I have Milwaukee versus Boston.
Okay.
I got Boston.
Okay.
I got Boston in the finals, man. Who you got?
I'm gonna take Milwaukee, y'all. I'm rolling with my Milltown family, y'all. Shout out to my Milwaukee family. This is gonna be the year y'all get to the finals. All right. This is gonna be the year. I'm rolling with Milwaukee.
So you got Milwaukee. Boston, I got Milwaukee. You got Milwaukee, I got Boston. So let's go to the West. Now I've been off. I should be healthy. Western Conference.
This Western Conference, this shit is gonna be interesting right here.
Now, do you have any team between Phoenix and Portland dethroning Memphis?
Portland can potentially do so, but they so far behind, yo. Man, I think Portland is literally only has the only shot to dethrone Memphis for that 8th seed. That's how I see it. I only see Portland, and I'm just going to go off the fact that because it's Dame and CJ, Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with them, Joe. Like they got the playoff experience already. They could make a run at it. We'll see.
Yeah,
and if they have to do, say for instance, if they have to do the play in, and if it's Boston, if it's Portland and Memphis in a play in game or whatever it is, Portland's winning. I'm taking.
I got Portland.
I got Portland on that one. But they have to actually do. They have to catch up first though. They need to win some games first, right? Okay.
They what 2.5?
Yeah.
No, 3.5. Excuse me.
Yeah, they have to win some games first.
But I think if it's any team that can do it, is them.
Mm-hmm.
But being that nobody is going to beat the number 1 seed, I'm going to pick Boston over Memphis. I mean, not Boston, Portland over Memphis.
Okay.
But nobody is going to beat LA.
Okay.
At the number 1 seed. Whoever is the 8th seed. So, no matter what, we're going to have LA versus whoever, the Clippers versus the Mavericks, the Nuggets versus the Rockets, and the Jazz versus the Thunder. So I would assume that you're picking the Lakers.
Yeah.
So the Clippers versus Dallas. Who you got?
Interesting matchup right there, Bang.
It is.
That's an interesting matchup right there. I'll take the Clippers, but are these playoff series going to be still best of 7?
Yep.
Clippers in 7.
Ooh.
In a good one.
Nuggets versus Rockets.
Another interesting matchup. I take Houston in 7. The Western Conference playoffs on their side, their series are going to be fire.
Okay.
A lot of 7-game series going on right now.
And Utah versus Oklahoma City.
Once again, another matchup. I'll take OKC in the upset. OKC been hooping.
Yeah. Like I said they would.
Did you say that? Yeah. I think I said they was going to suck. You right.
I said they making the playoffs, at least the 8th seed. I have, of course, the Lakers. I have the Clippers. I have the Rockets. And I have OKC. So we're on the same page here. So now we have the Lakers versus the Thunder and the Clippers versus the Rockets.
Lakers over the Thunder. OKC make a nice. They might get 1 game off the Lakers, maybe 2.
Okay,
we'll see. They have a good ass team. So.
What you got going with the Clippers versus the Rockets though?
Interesting. Clippers versus the Rockets. I would personally be rooting for the Rockets. But I don't know. We got to see the efficiency of Harden and Russ. That's gonna come to like how them niggas play with each other. Like as far as like they're gonna have to be efficient, Joe. Like Russ can't be pulling all these fucking outlandish threes. Harden gonna have to be on.
Harden lost weight, fam.
Yeah, Harden getting in shape.
Harden was in shape with growing his beard, so he dyes his beard.
I'm gonna take the Clippers in 7. You know what I'm saying? But it could go either way though. We'll see. It all depends on because we know how Kawhi coming. Kawhi's gonna ball. Paul George gonna do his thing too. But just I don't know why Harden and Russ were playing together, bro. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Clippers in 7 though.
All right, and then we have the NBA Finals. Lakers versus Clippers. Who you got?
Lakers in 7. Lakers in 6. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go with the Clippers, fam. I think in this situation, the deeper team is gonna win.
Okay.
Like the deeper team is gonna win, and I think that the Clippers is the deeper team. And I got the Clippers. So you have the Lakers versus the Bucks. I have the Clippers versus the Celtics.
Okay.
Who you got winning the shit?
I got the Lakers winning it.
Well, who you have winning the NBA intramural championships?
And the trophy goes to the Los Angeles Lakers. For Kobe. They gonna do it for Kobe.
Okay. And I have the Clippers.
Okay.
Now, do you think that there's any chance outside of who we picked for the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals?
Wait, you said say that again?
Who out of the Don't pick none of the teams that we picked to go to the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Is there any team other than the teams that we picked that has an outside shot at winning the championship?
Boston?
Especially since that this is a lot different setup, of course. It's a different setup, of course.
In the Western Conference, I don't see anybody coming out of the. Well, I don't know. Besides the Lakers, the Clippers is the only team in the West that I could possibly see. Like,
but I'm talking about. But is there anybody that you believe that has an outside shot, not from the teams that we picked in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals?
Not in the West, no. In the East, yes. Toronto, you always can never count Toronto out because they the defending champions. But I didn't pick Boston, so I could say Boston, whatever like that. But that's it though. Nah.
So to keep it a buck, I think that the team that has an outside shot, and I would not be surprised if they won it, it's the Houston Rockets.
Okay. I
think this setup fits James Harden and Russ perfectly. This is intramural style NBA play that we're about to get.
Okay.
And I think with their style of play, I would not be surprised if they win it.
Pickup game ball, goddammit. Shit.
Pickup game ball we're about to get pretty much. Now, I think the Clippers are going to win because being that it's going to be a lot of games at one time, the deeper team is going to win. And I think that they are the deepest team. I think they're the deepest team other than Boston, which is why I picked those two teams. But another team I wouldn't be shocked about is Denver, even though I picked them to lose in the first round. Because those two teams are deep. They got a lot of players.
Yeah.
And imagine, like, just keeping the buck, like, somebody could get hurt in this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, like, somebody could tweak an ankle in this shit and not play a couple of games. Because the games are going to happen so quickly.
Are all the teams, like, back in their facilities, like, practicing yet? Or
no.
See, that's the fucked up part.
But training camp is gonna happen. Training camp is gonna happen in the next couple of weeks.
Man, I hope these niggas in the gym, like in their home gyms or some shit like that.
But see, Mike, a lot of to be real, a lot of these players ain't got home gyms and shit, and you can't go in the gyms in your buildings and all that shit.
Yeah, we
niggas ain't got
already.
That shit.
Niggas ain't got no courts to get no shots up or nothing. Man, this is gonna be
interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny, interesting.
So yeah, man, that's about it.
We'll see though. We'll see about the NBA. Yeah, bang. You said Freddie Gibbs had album of the year last week. I still haven't listened to the album in full yet. I will, but I did listen to Run the Jewels.
I'm not listening to that.
Wait, why?
No, I'm good.
Are you not like a fan, or are you just?
Nah,
you're not a Run the Jewels fan?
Nah.
They got album of the year.
They make WWE 2K music.
This nigga's stupid. No, bang. No. Oh my God. Yeah. Yo. Shout out to Killer Mike and LP. Them motherfuckers made a fire ass album right on time too. Right on time. No, they got album of the year. Run the Jewels 4 is album of the year.
I guess I listen to it just for podcast sakes, but they make WWE 2K music.
What does that mean, man? Exactly.
WWE 2K has the worst soundtrack.
Yo, that shit's no.
They soundtrack be huff. I'm not saying that their music be huff, but they pick the rap songs that the white people are gonna love.
Wow.
Like don't get me wrong, I love Tech Nine, but even I in the interview with Tech Nine was like I knew of a song and a lyric from there to ask him in the interview, and I listened to the song from WWE 2K. Like they picked the rap songs that the whites are comfortable with, even if they're talking political, because as we pretty much discussed on this pod, they don't really None of that shit really matters until they act. But they can be like, "Oh, I'm down because I listen to Run the Jewels."
You stupid. I'm gonna check out Freddie Gibbs' album later on. I'm gonna listen to it like with the headphones on. I haven't listened to it with the headphones on yet.
But Freddie Gibbs,
only in the car. But
Freddie
I
Gibbs
got
is the best rapper in the world.
Man, Freddie Gibbs can rap. I'm with you on that. I ain't not gonna argue with you on that one. But I'm gonna also say I underestimated Killer Mike as an MC. Killer Mike can fucking go.
Oh, Killer Mike can rap.
He can fucking go. Shit, motherfucking LP can go too though. Like, yeah, white boy making beats too. He go. I ain't mad at you. Run the Jewels 4 is fire though. I listen to that shit. I've been listening to that shit for the past 2 days. Cold to me. It's cold to me. But album of the year for me. Other than that, I'm good. Billions. On Billions season 4. Bang on season 4.
Oh, I gotta catch up with the last 2 episodes, man. I gotta catch up on the last 2 episodes of season 4.
Oh, so you're not? I thought you was caught up.
Oh, I'm caught up, but I haven't watched the last 2 episodes.
Okay.
Like I'm caught up on the season, but I'm not gonna be able to watch it tonight because I got.
Oh, you're in season, but they're in season 5 though.
I mean 5. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to watch the last 2. Well, I'm not. I wasn't able to watch last week's, but I'm gonna watch tonight's tomorrow because I got to work from 7 to 12. Okay. I'm probably even gonna miss In Your House tonight.
Oh yeah, NXT
NXT in Your House. So I'm going to be doing 5 hours of prayer. I got to run a praise event, and they're going to be praying for 5 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I bet. We ain't got no verses coming up. What's up? Are they like slowing down on verses right now, just based off what's happening in the world? Ain't nobody signed them contracts. We didn't came up with all these potential matchups, and now they slowing up on us, man. We need that.
Fred Hammond played all the wrong songs last week.
He got washed. No, you know what? I watched the whole thing. I watched it.
I did. I
watched the whole thing, and I was in too. Like, he was jamming.
I mean, it was jamming, but he picks up like some of the songs he picked. I was like, why that one?
Oh man.
But then
I liked it. I liked the whole.
But then I thought about it like, yeah, this is gospel, so it's not like we can't boo niggas. This is like Apollo, so.
But the Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin versus was dope to me though. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so but I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that new platform coming. I don't know.
They cooking up something on a new platform. We shall see.
We'll see. But man, any hot takes?
Nah, my hot take: Run the Jewels got album of the year.
Yeah, my hot take is Run the Jewels makes WWE 2K music.
Dog, that shit makes so much sense for the way their production is. That shit makes sense, but production, you stupid. Other than that, we good though, man. Rate, like, subscribe, Some Dude Pod, man. Y'all already know, man. Get in tune with the conversation. Use the hashtag Some Dude Pod, and that's what it is.
Yo, it's your girl named Kel, and this is Some Dude Podcast. We out. Peace.